guys, and welcome back to my home and kitchen. I'm Ginger, and tonight I'm going to be cooking some supper. I've got some leftovers that I'm going to warm up and make a meatloaf, and yeah, whipping up some supper. So let's get to it. For sure, I always use green pepper and, of course, onion. Now, I don't have any fresh green pepper right now, but I do have several bags in my freezer. So what I've done is I pulled one out and I've washed it in some hot water. And I'm just going to let this sit here for a minute and see if it won't unthaw a little bit where I can cut it. All right, I have my hamburger. And I'm only going to, I was going to make a pretty decent sized meatloaf tonight. However, I only have 2 eggs. And I want some cornbread. And so we're just going with the pound and do it that way. This pepper is pretty soft now, so I'm just going to cut through it like this. And it does have a little water or ice. Okay, and I'll get this one in just a second. See? But I'm going to show you how easy it really, it's very tender. Now, I'll be honest, I like my green pepper cut up a little. I can't even talk. Very little. Some people like really big chunks. I do not. All right, I have that one. My green peppers, I've got them chopped up. And I use maybe a half of a green pepper. Now I'm going to chop up my onion. And I always use a red onion. That is our favorite here. And so that's what I use the most in everything I cook with. And I'm using probably, since it's only a pound, I'm not going to put too many onions. I'm going to see if that right there is enough. And let's go ahead and just pick this up. If I see it's not enough, I will add some more for sure. Now, I'm going to use, this is a little bit coarser pepper. And so I'm going to use a little bit less than what it says. The recipe actually calls for a half a teaspoon. And I'm going to do about that much. And it calls for 1 teaspoon of salt. But I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to put a little bit. I'm using saltine crackers. So I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to do a few shakes of the Worcestershire sauce. And also, I'm going to put a little bit of the ketchup. And some, I can't remember if I put mustard in this one. I don't think. I do have one that I do, but not this one. And it says to use a half pack of crackers, but this is for 2 pounds of hamburger. So we're going to go probably half that. And I'm going to go ahead and just do about this much. Maybe a few more. Ooh, I about forgot the garlic. We're going to go a little less than about half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And also, I would normally put some onion powder, but since I put the onions in this time, I'm going to bypass that step. Now let me get my ketchup and I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to do just a little bit. I'm going to get this all mixed up, and this is the good part. You get to use your hands and you just get it in there. This recipe also calls for Lipton onion soup, and it is so good, but I'm out of it, so yeah. Okay, I have my oven heating 375. And I'm just trying to get these all incorporated really good. And you know, we was talking about salt, and the Worcestershire sauce is kind of salty as well. Now I'm going to add my egg. And that's what's going to hold this together. A little bit more garlic for me. And then I'm going to get my loaf pan that I already have sprayed and ready. Let's set this right back here. And I'm just going to put I could have used a smaller loaf pan. But I'm also having chicken, leftover chicken, so this is all going to be good anyway. Now we're going to get this in the oven. Okay, my oil has heated up. I'm going to put a little bit in there. I'm going to get my buttermilk. And listen, before you start pouring in buttermilk, it comes out really thick. Just shake it up really well, and it gets that thickness through and through instead of all up here at the top. And we're going to, and it comes out a whole lot better. And make sure your pan is good and hot. That's what makes, well, I just got cornmeal everywhere. And like, you know, I don't never go by a recipe. It's just, I throw it together. I've made it for so long. Sometimes it might be a little bit thicker than other times. But that's kind of the consistency that you need it. And we're just going to pull this over here, and we're going to put it right in our hot pan. And I'm going to stick this right back in the oven for probably about 20 minutes. Okay, I came over here to make the topping to go on my meatloaf. And I actually forgot I was videoing, so I didn't video it. But let me tell you what I got in here. I got about a half a cup of ketchup. I've got a teaspoon of onion powder. No, it was about a half a teaspoon of onion powder. And then about a tablespoon of brown sugar. And then I mixed it all up. And when I get this out, I'll put it on top and I'll put it back in there for about 10 minutes. Stop it, Christopher. Hey everybody, this is Christopher, my son.
Hey.
We're getting ready to eat, and I just want to jump on here and say thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thumbs up.